Well, you won't believe the excuses Cowboy fans are making after the Eagles' big divisional win. Nick Sirianni, did he hint at the Eagles adding a tight end to replace Dallas Goedert? And Jalen Hurts, he issued a brand new challenge to his team heading into the bye week. I'm Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. All right, so instead of just taking a hard-fought loss, getting ready for the next matchup, and moving on from the Eagles and Cowboys game, Cowboy fans, they're going absolutely crazy on social media and all the national networks as well. For instance, Michael Irving yesterday said the Cowboys lost on purpose to learn how to beat the Eagles later down the line. Or how about Skip Bayless saying Dak Prescott outplayed Jalen Hurts over the course of his entire Undisputed show on Monday, which, by the way, is crazy. I mean, look at these two throws. Are these not the two best throws of the entire night? Oh, and Jalen Hurts won the game, right? Or how about all the Cowboy fans on Twitter claiming the refs gave Philly the game due to all the penalties, which makes no sense because both teams finished with 10 penalties and the Eagles had more penalty yards. I mean, didn't the Cowboys basically get walked right down the field due to penalties, including the Bradbury pass interference and the phantom Hassan Reddick roughing the passer? I mean, come on with this whole penalty garbage. Or how about known Eagle hater Chris Sims, who argued that Jake Ferguson was not actually down at the 1-yard line and should have scored a touchdown on 4th and goal. Please, just stop with all the madness. Can Eagle and Cowboy fans both agree that this video of Micah Parsons riding the wave during the brotherly shove is absolutely hilarious? Or my personal favorite from yesterday, how about this family of Cowboy fans filming themselves watching their precious boys lose to Philadelphia? Either way, thumbs up down below if you're just tired of all your little Cowboy friends making excuses instead of saying, you know what, we lost, and the Eagles, they're probably a better football team in the end. We can get 2,000 likes because I know you have a Cowboys friend who's been absolutely insufferable since the Eagles won. Now, speaking of enough, you've probably seen a couple of headlines from your favorite fake news content creator saying that the Eagles, they're going to try and sign Rob Gronkowski to replace Dallas Goedert. Yes, those are legit headlines that I've seen here on YouTube. Well, with a clickbait headline like that in existence, I think it's best to show you exactly what Nick Sirianni said yesterday about the tight end position now that Dallas Goedert is out.
We'll always look for the best ways to make this team better and see what, obviously you're limited as far as any trades or anything like that. We're hopeful Dallas will make a good, clean recovery and be back sooner, when he's ready to be back. But we'll always be looking to how he does a great job, always looking to improve the football team. And so we like the guys that we have on this roster. We're excited about them. We're excited about them to get an opportunity. There's different ways you can supplement not having the tight end, having Dallas also. It doesn't just fall on Jack Stoll, Grant Calcatera. It just doesn't fall, Albert. It just doesn't fall on those three guys, right? You can supplement it sometimes with different personnel groupings as well.
Did you hear Rob Gronkowski's name called at all? I didn't. Turns out it was Word on the Bird on Twitter who posted this tweet you see on your screen right now saying, should the Eagles call Rob Gronkowski? Ooh, what if the Eagles made a call to Gronk? And then, of course, a poorly edited photo of Rob Gronkowski in an Eagles 87 uniform. Come on, if you think Rob Gronkowski is going to come out of retirement to play for the Eagles, even though Dallas Goedert is not done for the entire year, maybe just 4 weeks off, I have a bridge in Brooklyn that you would love. I would get it to you for a great deal. Trust me on it. It's already built, and it's right there in Brooklyn. There are a lot of clickbait headlines out there. Just be careful when you read one as crazy as saying, Rob Gronkowski is going to sign with the Philadelphia Eagles. One of the most ridiculous ones I've seen. Now, Nick Sirianni, in the clip that we just showed you, basically gave you the Eagles solution and answer to the tight end situation with Dallas Goedert being out. They're going to use a combination of Grant Calcatera, Jack Stoll, and newly activated Albert O, who played his first couple of snaps on Sunday versus the Dallas Cowboys. He also mentioned they'll use some different personnel packages to try to go ahead and replace 88, and I would take that as expecting Julio Jones to see a lot more action not only during the longer drives, but especially in the red zone when historically Philadelphia would target Dallas Goedert. The wild thing is, though, I'm not that concerned about tight end. Like, Goddard's a big loss, but for me, it was the secondary play against CeeDee Lamb that was really the worst part of the Eagles game on Sunday versus Dallas, as they got absolutely shredded on almost every single drive. And I get that Bradbury, he isn't the same player as he was last year, and Darius Slay is a savvy veteran, but he's on the tail end of his overall career as a cornerback. But for me, it was the slot play. It was Eli Ricks, it was Sidney Brown, and it was Kevin Byard, who all, let's be honest, struggled mightily in coverage, whether it was CeeDee Lamb or somebody else. Nick Sirianni, though, when asked about this, he didn't seem as fazed.
Yeah, we feel like we have options. Again, we have to put the guys in position to succeed, and then the guys have to go out and execute. And so that's a team thing of how we do that. And we have confidence. Like, the reason Eli and Sidney were out there yesterday is because we had confidence in him to do the job. Again, did the stat sheet look pretty with 375 yards passing? No, but did the scoreboard look pretty? Yeah.
Now, he's not wrong. The Eagles secondary did play better in terms of giving up points in the second half, but still, 375 passing yards, what was it, $180 plus for CeeDee Lamb? They have got to get better going forward because your next couple of matchups are Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, and CeeDee Lamb yet again. And I know I've compared this year's secondary play to the 2017 year secondary play, both similarly giving up a lot of yards during the regular season and also during the Super Bowl, but I do think they've got to button things up just a little bit more in order to set themselves up for not only the #1 seed, but a deep playoff run and hopefully a Super Bowl victory as well. What's your confidence level in the secondary? Kind of buttoning things up during the bye week. Maybe it helps out that they have some extra time to look at film and figure things out. Maybe Bradley Roby coming back after the bye week makes a big difference. I don't know. Give me your thoughts down below. The one thing I am confident about is this team's hunger. I mean, they are really, really hungry to make this a very special season. And Jalen Hurts in his post-game press conference on Sunday, he basically issued a challenge to his team to, hey, we've been good so far. We got to button things up during this bye week, get better, and make sure we don't have all these little mistakes that have happened over the course of the past couple of weeks.
I feel like we have to be better. We have to be better. We have to continue to grow. As I said, I'm as hungry as ever to continue to kind of strive for those new heights. But I think it all comes down to execution and how we execute. And when we do that at a high level, we're pretty good. When we're not, we're not. And so it's a matter of everybody being on the same page and growing through that together. This is obviously a very important time for everyone as we enter this phase of the season, and it comes down to execution.
I continue to be in awe of Jalen Hurts' leadership abilities in year 3. I know he was a great leader at Alabama, and he's a great leader at Oklahoma, and a great leader last year, but it feels like Jalen Hurts has fully grabbed this team by the horns, taken on a full leadership position, whether it's fighting through injuries, still playing great, turning the football over, and then coming back and making some great throws in the third quarter. He has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, listen to Jordan Mailata, who basically said that Jalen Hurts cussed him and some of his teammates out during halftime, challenging them to be better, and they all took it in stride and played better in the second half.
We have a high standard, and tonight, first half, didn't reach that standard. Didn't reach that standard. He let me know because we have that relationship where he can yell at me and cuss at me and tell me what he really thinks, because I'm not going to take offense to it. Because I know damn well the standard wasn't met tonight, especially in that first half. And we came in here, he calmed back down. We looked each other in the eye and we talked about the corrections that we need to make, and we went out there and we executed.
See, and the crazy thing is, in order to be able to cuss out your teammates and say, hey, you're not playing that great, you yourself have to play even better, even though Hurts was good in the first half. And what did he do? On a bum knee, basically getting no treatment, according to Nick Sirianni, during halftime, he waltzes out there and leads the Eagles on a beautiful first drive in the third quarter and throws an absolute dime to Devontae Smith. He was absolutely on target, on time, and leading by example there in the third quarter. The team as a whole is setting a big-time example, showcasing the accountability and showcasing the toughness. If I can see that, you're darn right that Nick Sirianni sees it. And listen to this part of his post-game speech.
We play a physical brand of football, and that was on display tonight. Excellent job. Excellent job all the way around. And D-line, big time. D-line, way to get after their ass. Way to get after their ass and change the game and ended the game right there.
This team is special, and I know we're heading into a bye week, but you can bet there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, especially with injury updates. Very curious on both Cam Jurgens and what they do at the tight end position. If they do, maybe go out and sign some sort of random free agent. Not Rob Gronkowski, but you get my point. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. We're approaching 26,000 subs here on the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Also, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, if you're new to the channel, myself and Josh Davis of the Philly Special Show, we're live every single Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We break down all the Eagles stuff for over an hour, take a bunch of questions, go back and forth with you guys in the comment section. It's a whole bunch of fun. If you haven't tuned into that yet, I highly encourage you guys to do so. I'm Thomas Mott, hanging out on Tuesday. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.